What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see in front of me, I'm about to do a custom build. I've got a very wide variety of parts right now, but the main focus today I want to talk about is the District HT series deck. Now, I've been dying to get my hands on one of these. I've personally never owned a District product ever, so this is going to be new and exciting to me. But I've got the new District HT series. They come in 3 different colors. So they come in the asphalt, which is the black one here. They come in the polar as well, which is the raw, and they come in the coin, which is the brown. So I've got the biggest size right now. So I've got the 570, which is 22.45 inches, I believe. They measure in millimeters, so the inches aren't going to be exact, but 570 long, so 22.4 roughly long, which is good, and 130 millimeters wide, so that's about 5.1 inches wide as well. So this is going to feel really nice. I'm actually used to this width, length, all that kind of stuff, so I'm going to get really used to this straight away. The only difference is the foot space is going to be a little bit different to the Urban Art I'm running right now. The Urban Art has a massive foot space, but that's alright, we're going to get used to it. It's really cool. So District was the original square back end deck. Back in the day, Districts came out with the square back end. It wasn't like fully squared off at the back, but they did have a fairly square back end, and you could do 5.0s in the decks back in the day. So they were the original square back deck that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I can remember seeing all the District decks back in the day, they were the original square back end. So they started the whole thing. They started the full cores Eagle. District started the square back end, which is really cool. I've also got these Aztec Odyssey V2 bars. These are aluminium, and they're standard as well. So an aluminium standard size bar, that's absolutely crazy. So these come 26 high, 23 inches wide as well, which is really cool. I've also got these no-name wheels I'm going to be rocking today. These are really sick. I've had these before. They're 110 millimeters by 28 millimeters wide, so they're nice and chunky. I like that. Also got me a nice chrome Striker SCS, some white District grips, and some crisp forks. I like the whole BMX style and the crisp forks. It looks really nice, hence why I got them. It's going to be really cool. But we're going to get some more specs on this District deck right here. The head tube angle on the District is 83 degrees, so it's got an 83 degree head tube angle. I'm actually used to that. I usually rock 83, and a concave on this deck is 3 degrees, so it's got a little bit of concave, not a whole great deal, not as much as say your Mad Gear or your Aztec, stuff like that, but it's still got a fair bit of concave, which is quite nice. So the District has 15.75 inches of foot space. That's a pretty hefty foot space right there. I actually like that. The head tube is quite long, not seriously long, but it is a little bit longer than usual. Like I said, I am rocking the Urban Art right now. It does have a very small head tube, so it has a lot of foot space. And I did just get a lucky Tympanik deck as well. That thing has incredible foot space for how small the deck is, which is really cool. But we're not talking about them, we're talking about the District today. Let's get back to it. So the width on top is the same as the bottom because it is fully square on the side, so you're going to have 5.1 inches of ground space on the bottom, which is the best part. And because the deck is fully square on the sides, you're going to have the same width on top as you will on the bottom, so you're going to get pretty good ground space on the bottom as well, and you're going to get 1.7 inches of 5.0 space. But that's pretty much all we're going to talk about today with the deck. I'm going to set this thing up, we're going to head right to the park. Like usual, I can't wait to get my hands on new products. I've never rode Aztec bars or a District deck or crisp forks, anything like that, so these are all new parts to me. Super excited to ride it. Let's get it. We are at Maniz skate park right now. There's absolutely no shade where the skate park is, so I'm sitting under this nice shady tree right now. Pretty much just getting my scooter nice and dialed in, making sure everything's ready to go. This thing looks sick. Super excited to ride these Aztec bars, standard size aluminium bars. I mean, like, what is this? This is brand new to me. Striker SCS. It's taller than usual, so my bars sit higher, which I'm not used to, so the bars are a little bit higher than what I usually run. I run 26 high, but yes, is taller, so it makes it taller. That's alright, we're gonna get used to it. I'm very excited to ride this scooter right here, but we're going to go over to the skate park, get warmed up. I'll probably film some clips on this camera right here that we're filming with right now. I'll film clips on this camera first, then get to the GoPro, because I usually start with the GoPro. Don't want to be doing that today. I want to switch it up to something different. So we're going to get this deck nice and dialed in, get it waxed up, get it ready to go to film some clips. See you in a sec. Well, just quickly, before I actually start riding, I noticed one thing. I pretty much immediately got the deck out of the box, and I didn't realize it tapers in the tiniest bit on the sides right here. So as you can see, it tapers in on the top and the bottom, so you are going to get roughly 4.7. So 4.7 on top, standing on the top and on the bottom grind, even though it's measured at 5 wide from the sides, but that little taper takes off a little bit. So I mean, it's not a huge loss, but at the same time, if it was fully square, it would be that much better. That being rounded off though, and that being said, it's not going to catch quite as easy. You're going to have a little bit more leverage to play with, so you're not going to bite quite as easy, which I'm looking forward to. So clip time. We're all good to go. The deck is nice and worn in. I've waxed it. I didn't actually need to wax it, but the copings and stuff here are always so rusty, you need to be waxed, so I chucked some wax on it. It slid instantly, which is really good. The only thing I'm not used to so far is the bar height. But what we're going to do is I'm going to film the boys do some tricks, and then I'm going to switch up to the GoPro like usual. But I don't want to start off with the GoPro like I said before, so I want to see this guy right here do some tricks, and I want to see Benny do some tricks too. Who wants to go first?
Benny's gone.
Who's going first?
Connor. Benny.
Come on, Connor, let's see it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, good.
Oh, alright. Alright. Oh! First try. We're gonna switch up to the GoPro, get some clips on this bad boy right here because it's getting really packed. Lena. That's gonna wrap up the GoPro session. I'm pretty done. It's really hot, there's no shade. See you on the camera.
It's your boy Benny here. About to do a front flip up the Euro with my bars backwards. Okay, that counts. Now we'll go for a little line. Do a little kickless piece. Oh, flat. Ooh. Just made it over the gap. Little nosy piece. Going so slow. Finally. Yeah.
As you guys can tell, we're now at Chelsea Skate Park. We went from Maniz, got a feed, got nice and rehydrated. It was very hot, very dry out in Maniz. And if you guys have ever been there, you know that there's nothing around. So I'm really digging these like two separate grind rails on the district deck here. Got the two skinnier, smaller ones on the inside, two thicker ones on the outside. It actually grinds super well, really nice. It's not the greatest of 50-50s, well that's what I think at the moment. I haven't really done too many 50s or 5.0s. 5.0s don't feel too great right now. I like a thicker grind rail, but the two grind rails in the middle and the separate on the outside just kind of breaks it up. It's going to be a little bit less surface area on the rail. Digging it right now. This crisp forks are sick as well. I like the whole BMX kind of style. And the 28mm wide by 110 wheels, they're freaking awesome as well. Super, super fast. My hands down favorite wheels right now, even though they're pretty much no-name brand. Striker SCS is holding up really well, even though it's come loose pretty much instantly. I don't mind a loose SCS though. That's generally what happens with a brand new scooter. It does come loose pretty fast. And the Aztec bars, whew, these babies right here, beautiful. Standard aluminium bars. That is just unheard of. So Aztec, bringing out the good stuff right now. I'm loving it. Can't wait for that 6 wide to drop. But we're gonna get some clips on the normal camera. I'm gonna get Connor to film me a little bit. It's quite hot at Chelsea as well. I think Jesse's coming down, so let's get some clips. So I'm gonna set the camera down right here, do some air tricks, do some 50 clips, all that kind of stuff. Switch it up to other railers, but I don't think anyone's too down to film me, so I'm just gonna turn the tripod. It's the easiest thing to do and the best thing to do. Let's get it.
I'd rather wait than wait. I hate crowds. Don't you?
Won't be back for an hour.
Well, then why don't we go in and talk this over?
I'm now back at home after a sweaty, hectic session at Chelsea. I was sweating so bad. All day actually, it was pretty warm today, but tomorrow is going to be even hotter. But the District HT deck, felt awesome. I loved the deck. Actually, I'm going to continue to ride that scooter as it is right now. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to put my titanium bars on. See if I like the titanium better than the aluminium. It's a little bit of a slight difference, not too much, but as I will be having a signature titanium bar coming out, you think it's more logical for me to run the Thai bars. So I'll put them on, even though the Aztec bars were so nice. The Aztec Odyssey V2 bars in aluminium standard size. Again, I've said it like 4 times in this video. Standard size aluminium bars, like that is so unheard of. It is very revolutionary. It's really cool. I have an oversized SCS with the shim. It works really well. The Striker SCS held up really nicely as well. It was a bit bulky. It's quite long compared to most SCSs these days. Compared to old, it's about the same size as the old Proto SCS. But it held together really well. The only problem was my compression came loose, but that is pretty standard for a fresh scooter. Compression usually comes loose pretty much instantly. The crisp forks are awesome. I actually really dig the crisp forks. I like the whole BMX style, the aspect of that kind of thing. I've always wanted a pair of forks just like that. And today, or yesterday, I actually got myself my first pair, which I'm really stoked on. I'm happy I got them. They hold up really well. But the wheels, the 28mm wide by 110, they're my hands down favorite wheels to run right now. I don't know what it is. If you guys aren't on that 28mm or the 30mm game, you guys got to get on it. 120, 115, 110, whatever it may be. Personally, my favorite so far is the 110s. I've tried 110 and 120. Haven't tried 115 yet. I'm going to have to get my hands on some. But 110 by 28mm just felt so fast. They're so smooth. I love it. Super, super grippy as well, which is the best part. But the grind rails on the bottom felt really nice. I didn't have to wax my deck at all. The only reason I waxed it, like I said, is because Mount Eliza is just so grippy. It's in the middle of nowhere pretty much. It's just so remote and it's always so warm out there. But I waxed the deck up. It felt nice. Really good for 50s as well. Only thing, it's not I didn't like 5.0s. There was just definitely better decks for 5.0s out there. I'm not saying it was bad for 5.0s like I just said. But there was definitely, I prefer other decks for 5.0s. But in saying that, I could still do all my 5.0 tricks on that thing as well, so it was really cool. The white district grips, they look nice and they are nice and spongy as well. They're not as thick as I usually like. I like a thicker grip like your Raptor, your Addict, your Ethic, that kind of stuff. But the grips felt super, super nice as well. So shout out to the Active guys for sending me all that parts. Shout out to District, Striker, Crisp, Aztec, all the boys, because it was sick. I absolutely loved everything about the scooter. I'm going to continue to ride this one for a little bit as well. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, do that kind of good stuff. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.